Ladies and gentlemen, the NFL rumor mill is working overtime. We all know in the NFL, rumors are always flying. If teams are doing well, rumors. If the team sucks and they're down in the dumps, rumors. It's just what it is. It's part of the media. But this one particular rumor would not be ideal for the Patriots. It would be a franchise-altering move. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron on the Daily Patriots content. Don't miss out. All you got to do is subscribe, hit the notification bell, boom, hit the like button. Ladies and gentlemen, we're diving right in as usual. Josh McDaniels linked to the New York Football Giants jobs or any other potential openings that might happen at the end of the year, before the end of the year. But when it comes down to it, when you are successful, people come a-knocking. Regardless of what you think about Josh McDaniels, him in his stint with the Broncos or with the Raiders, he has shown, he has taken an offense that was down in the dumps in 2024 that started out with Jacoby Brissett, and then thankfully they put in Drake May, but a very stagnant, tough defense that was not ideal, one of the worst in the NFL last year, and has turned it into this behemoth in 2025 that are breaking records, that have the front runner for MVP in Drake May, have a multitude of weapons, and Josh McDaniels is leading it all. I was supposed to do like the puppeteer thing, whatever that is. Just forget I did that. But regardless, Josh McDaniels has really shown, listen, I still got the magic as an offensive coordinator, and hey, maybe, just maybe, he could get another shot as a head coach of a franchise. So let's be honest with ourselves when we look at this. Do we see Josh McDaniels moving on so quick after coming to the Patriots? I would tell you no. A lot of people suggest, a lot of people have said, Josh McDaniels has said, listen, he wants to stay as long as the Patriots and Mike Vrabel will have him. This organization will have him. You know, he wants to keep his family around the Boston area, all these different, personal things. First and foremost, that's great. But then you look at the big chunk of time between his time with the Broncos and his time with the Raiders. So there was a nice solid period of time where obviously he came back to New England and helped them come back and win a handful more of Super Bowls, which was ideal. And obviously he's been a part of all 6 of those big time Super Bowls in that dynasty. But when it comes down to it, I just don't see him piecing out right away. Though the Giants' job, especially on the offensive side of the ball, you have Jackson Dart who shows potential. You have Cam Scatterbo, as long as he's not out with a concussion or a broken limb every other year or every year, whatever that might be. You have Malik Neighbors, and hopefully he comes back great from injury. So sure, that job is tempting. But the question becomes, 1, would the Giants take a chance on him, truly take a chance on him? And 2, would Josh McDaniels want to leave? Again, I would say everything I've seen, everything I've read, everything that I've heard would lead me to believe the answer is no. As of right now, he's good in Foxborough. He has the potential, all right? The true heir to Tom Brady in Drake May. Finally arriving. It's been a while, but finally arriving. He has the potential to lead him, another potential great in the NFL, to a Super Bowl, to multiple Super Bowls. I don't feel like he's going to turn that away for another head coaching job just yet. Again, I'm not saying it will never happen in the future. I just would be surprised if after 1 year he would jump on and latch on to an opportunity like that. Again, as I said, with success, you are going to have people calling. Just like in the business world, there's sharks out there all the time that are trying to take people from other companies, bring it to their company. Hey, we can give you more money. We can do these things, yada, yada, yada. It's no different in the NFL. If you're doing good, people see that. People want that for their franchise, for their business, whatever it might be. So it is good for Josh McDaniels. I'm not arguing that, but I think the question is this rumor stand? Does it have legs to stand on? And I would tell you, I do not think so. I do not think so. I think he's concentrated in New England. I think he's focused on that, and I would be surprised if he truly gives the time, and maybe he does an interview, but I'd be surprised if he really gives the time of day to a conversation with the Giants and moves on. I really do. Again, He's brought a lot of great things to the Patriots. Things should only get better offensively as they go to this next year's draft in 2026. There's a lot of young talent on this team. I'd be surprised if he left. So what is your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen? I'd love to hear from you. Now, there's also, I will say, other job potential openings. You look at the Bengals, you look at Zach Taylor. It'll be his third year in a row they haven't made the playoffs. Yes, they've had injuries. It's been issues. It would be probably pretty awesome to coach Joe Burrow, as well as T. Higgins, as well as Jamar Chase. But again, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed in Cincinnati as well. You look at the Browns, Kevin Stefanski, that is just a hot mess in Cleveland. Again, maybe they just give him the benefit of the doubt, but I wouldn't want to touch that thing with a 25 and a half foot pole, something like that. I don't know. The Grinch says it's in the song. It is what it is. I botched that one. The Dolphins, Mike McDaniel. Again, I think that's another, is Tua the guy? Probably not. It seems like that's a rebuild. As well as the Cardinals, Gannon, what's going on with Kyler Murray? There's a lot of questions. So I guess I would say this. If there is one job that truly I feel like is appeasing in this offseason, it is the Giants because of a guy like Jackson Dart. Just like Mike Vrabel said, listen, I'm interested, obviously, in the Patriots job, and other people were too, because of who? Drake May. So I just don't see it. I just don't see it right now for Josh McDaniels. I think he's probably comfortable where he is. A lot of things he has said leads me to believe, with his family being in Boston, with saying multiple times, like, I want to stay here as long as I can, that he is comfortable where he is. And I think this point in his career, he's good where he's at. And again, he has plenty of time down the road if he wants to go try head coaching out again. And I think an opportunity might fall into his lap if he continues this success he does in New England, which I think he will, again, with Drake May at the helm. Right now, front runner for MVP, all the weapons around him, the potential they have to get more weapons and people wanting to come to New England to play in a storied franchise like New England that is on the up, clearly with the best record in the NFL, best record, and on their way to getting the first round bye in the AFC. So it's not a bad thing that these rumors are popping up, but at the same time, it's one of those things that makes you nervous. You're like, okay, please, but don't leave. But don't leave. So what are your thoughts? I would love to hear from you. I don't see it. I don't see it happening right now. Maybe a couple of years down the road, but just not yet. I do think he should get another opportunity, but selfishly, I'm like, just give it some time. And I think everything that I've seen leads me to believe that he will give it time. So comment below. Tell me what you think. I would love to hear from you. Next up, we jump into TreVeyon Henderson named NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Month. This past November, he absolutely dominated. You saw that as well. I believe it was like Pepsi Zero Rookie of the Week 13, something like that. I don't know. I saw a couple different headlines. Talk about the NFL. Okay, we will give you an award, Pepsi Zero Sugar, whatever. You got to give us a lot of money, and we'll give you, I don't know, Rookie of the Week. So I can't imagine how much Pepsi paid for that. But anyways, in the month of November, he has tallied 330 yards on 65 carries, averaging 5.1 yards a carry, scoring 5 times in 4 games. Pretty impressive from TreVeyon. Hopefully he will continue that role, him and Ramondre. Hopefully Ramondre, as I said, against the Giants, things were looking better. There was moments that it looked very dominant, and there was moments where it was like, why are we getting away from the run game? What are we doing? But I do feel much more promise in those two going into, obviously, this bye week and then the last 4 games of the season into the playoffs. I'm feeling a lot more optimistic because if they would have came out against the Giants and just, been a couple duds, gosh, I would have been nervous. But anyways, comment below. Tell me what you think. Josh McDaniels, do you see him staying in Foxborough for a little while? Do you see him leaving, jumping on an opportunity like the Giants? What is your thoughts? Break it down for me. Comment below. Hit the subscribe button if you have not. Again, this would not be ideal for the Patriots if it was ASAP, which I don't see it being. Again, I think it's a little more down the road. But what do you think? Would love to hear from you. Comment below. hit the like button. Enjoy this beautiful December day. We'll talk later. Peace.